Hello friends, welcome to Salesforce Semantics video session 255. So basically in today's video, we will actually complete the SQL of the previous questions which we were dealing with. That is, show all the products that were officially launched or sold, plus the support tickets if available. So in the previous session, we were actually completing this table on the sheet. So let's completely do it. I already told you what are the PIDs. That was the main part. And this one, of course, we can eventually map it. So P1, P2, P3, P4, it will be this one itself. Last one will be blank. Here I have the units sold. So it will be 160. By P40. Finally, the support tickets. Then six is not needed here. So this is the thing. Okay. So this will be our final answer, right? Show all the products that are either officially launched or sold, plus support info if exist. So this is the whole thing which you can see. Now we will understand like how to follow this process. So what the first process? Let me just go by that example which we were doing earlier as well. Let me come back to this sheet. We were doing that part somewhere over here. Now, I want to see all the products that are either officially launched. So that means I need both of them, that is A and B. So definitely, one thing which I definitely know is that I have to go for full join. There's no other way. I have to go for full join to get all the product ID from both E and B table. So that is something which is clear. Now, once I get that, what I can do is I already have the complete information. So I will go for a left. So when I come to this ABC section, I have to go for left as a second step. So let me just map it over here as well. So I can easily say that this will be cogroup PV by PID. Here it will be left because I already got the complete info and I just need the additional information of ticket count from the C without disturbing whatever I already got as a PID for A and B table, right? So this is the way it is. Now we will implement this on the lens level, on the SAQL level. Since I already created that lens of scenario one, what I can do is the first step will be, of course, to open all those data sets separately. Let me duplicate this tab. Let me open the product master, sales, and find the support tickets. Let me go to SAQL. Now, the scenario one, which we have already done, let me copy that whole thing because I only have to make some minor changes from here, especially that join part. So I just paste it over here. Okay. Now, as I was mentioning, we are going for full over here, right? And whatever is existing from this two resultant table of E and B, we will go for left. So now let me just run this query. And as you can see, I have got the complete details. Here, of course, we can write it like something like qual is none. Maybe I can give something like uh, not. Maybe I can write something like not applicable. You can give anything like product not officially launched, something like that as well. But I'm keeping it short. I'm writing it as not applicable. And here, if I run it, here also I don't have the PID as well. check out what happened here. Here I need the P5, right? So the P5 should also come up, but it didn't come up over here. Let me just check what the issue happened. Okay, here I have to go for coalesce, right? Not sure why it didn't. Okay, here it was not needed, so I have to go for coalesce function. Coalesce a.pid, comma b.pid. Can also write c.pid. Here it's not applicable, but as a best practice, I can just mention that. For this question, I would have just really skipped, but and write in this format as well, so that whenever we need the PID, we get all the requested PID. So P1 to P5, and the values are also completely correct. It's 10, 5, and 0, 0. So P1 to, yeah, I think this part is done. So I hope you understood how we are going step by step in SAQL and how the functionality is working in the backend of SAQL. Now, coming to the next question. So I will just save this as scenario 2. Okay. Save it in my SAQL app. Now let's evaluate this one. So I'll create one more sheet. Just map the question here on the top. Just copy this table. Fine. Now, firstly, let's map the result in the Excel sheet itself. So here, if you understand the question, it's saying start from sales, enrich with product master and support ticket. So what it does, it mean is like I have to get all the details which are there in sales table, that is for sure. And once that is done, like whatever is the details required for the corresponding PID related to product name and tickets count, that part I can just map it over here. So firstly, let me write the PID over here. So and tickets count. Now I will be just mapping this part over here. Now start from sales, enrich with product master and support tickets. Let me check one thing over here. Here, what I need for just left. Hmm. Okay. Now here, if you see, basically, I need the complete PID for the sales table. Enrich means basically whatever additional details are required, those things you need to map. So here I know it will be P1, P2, P5. And for product name, it's only on it, giving board, okay. For product name, it's like this two, definitely. When I'm copying this, I will select these two cells, okay. P5, there's no product. What is the unit sold? So of course, this would be this one itself, not an issue over there. And finally, for support, I only have this 10. So this part is something which I need to map over here, right? Nothing else. So this will be my complete table. So I get all the PID from the sales table, and whatever is the corresponding details related to product name, I just map it from A and the support tickets, whichever was required, right? But this is the complete details. Now, if you see over here, the thing is that I have to start with B first of all, because the B should be given the main priority as it's written enrich with sales. So how this working is going to happen, or how the process is going to take place, I will copy this part here. I definitely know it has to be B right now coming first. So it will be B, and I need all the details of B because it's written enrich with sales. So I will go for left join, and it will be A over here, right? Now this is the thing. So I can maybe name it as, instead of AB, I can just name it as BA right now. Okay. Then comes the next part, which is this ABC, right? So here, once again, what I'm going to do is will be nothing but some. So here it will be BAC. Okay. Now this AB, or rather this BA which I have done, again, that will remain as it is. So it will remain as a left join because I have got all the details, and whatever additional details I need from C, that will come up. So if you see, this is the whole thing which is going to take place for this third scenario. Now, what I'm going to do is, once again, I will just copy that thing which I've already done in scenario one. So first of all, let me open the data set and do the prerequisite step of adding the data sets over here. Now coming back to the SQL mode. Here, I will go for E, of course. Okay. And here it will be A, and here it will be C, and here it will be left, left, and I think that's it. Here I have to ensure that first comes B, not A, and here of course it will be A, and rest of the things are all fine, I guess. So let me run this and let's see. Cool. This is the complete scenario. As you can see, here it's 160/40, laptop, tablet not applicable, P1, P2, P5, and I've got the complete result as well. So I can save this as scenario 3. Awesome. So here, of course, this was the scenario 1. Let me just rename it as scenario 1. Scenario 2. Scenario 2. Scenario. So I hope you got this part. Like this first one, show me all the products that are either officially launched or sold, plus support info if exist. So basically it's a combination of A and B, as we can understand. And whatever details, corresponding details related to support tickets are there, we are going to map it. So this is the breakdown which we have done. And finally, I've showed you how in one line you can write that complete SAQL. You can also go by this breakdown, but I have just written in one particular line. Okay. Similarly for scenario 3, we are starting from sales. Enrich with products, the meaning as we understood, like the complete details we need for sales table, but whatever corresponding details like product name and tickets counted available, you just map it over there. That's the meaning of that. Here, of course, we have to start with B. Okay, B would be the grain level over here. Now, the final part which is left is this one, right? Give me all known products, official or sold, but prioritize sales record. This is an important thing. We will understand the meaning of this first of all, and we are going to do this in our next session. So let me just put it over here. And this will be scenario 4. Just rename it to scenario 4. So yeah, this last part we'll complete in the next session. But yeah, that's it about this video. I hope you're able to understand this SAQL core group step by step. And let's meet very soon in our next one.